What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Reality Pill. Today, we are going to react to another Kevin Samuels video. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe.
Galaxy J7 Star. What's going on? Galaxy.
Hello.
What do you got for me?
Hello?
Yes, what do you got for me?
Oh, okay. Didn't know if you could hear me. So, I wanted to ask, because I see there's like a kind of a double standard with this.
All right.
What's the difference between a man being like aggressive and in their feelings?
Intent.
Elaborate.
Well, do you know what intent means?
Yes, I do know what intent means.
I'm not trying to be fun. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just trying to. So, what do you think I'm saying when I say intent?
Either what you know or how you feel.
Let's look up the word intent.
No, it's not how you feel. Intent has nothing really to do with feelings. It's like the reason you're doing it. If you're coming from a place of wanting to help someone, the reason why you want to help them is to see them successful. That's the intent. Or to see their life become a little bit easier. That's the intent. Rather than just to like hurt them or bring them down.
Intent, to make sure we're on the same page, okay? Intent, definition. Purpose. The purpose of why you say what you say, when you're being aggressive or if you're in your feelings, it's all about intent. Oftentimes when someone is in their feelings is because they are trying to demean, undercut, undermine, shut up, stifle. There's something negative versus being aggressive and just trying to necessarily prove your point. You're in your feelings because that's just what you start doing. You start speaking with words like I feel versus I know. You're not advocating for a position. You're trying to overwhelm someone with emotion. You ever have a mom and you ask a mom, mom? Then there's a level when your mom would yell, to stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's in that level. She was overwhelming your reactions with her emotion. That was her way of saying, say something else in its own. Oftentimes, that's what people want to do when they're in their feelings.
It's talking to you instead of talking at you.
It can be that, but it's seeking to shut something down. So you can aggressively defend your point, but you're trying to move the ball further. When people get in their emotions, they're trying to stop. It's another way of deflecting. Okay, what else? What else do you have for me?
So you did a video in the past about lone wolves.
Yes.
And okay, so I have a different take on that subject.
How old are you?
I am 28.
28. Did you go to college?
Yes. I'm still going to college.
You're still going to college. How long have you been in college?
I've been in college 2 years.
Okay. What'd you do for the 8 years after you graduated?
What's the relevance of it?
You're asking me questions. I'm asking you questions. I don't know you. Galaxy G Star 7. What's the difference?
The same reason I don't know most other people do. Live young, live life, and
I'm just trying to understand who I'm talking to. You've been in college for the last 2 years. So what I'm trying to understand is you saying you have a different opinion, and I'm trying to understand what this opinion is based on.
experience.
And that's what I'm trying to gauge is your experience.
Okay.
Have you been out in the work world?
Okay.
Yes or
My
no?
position, my position,
Have you been in the work world?
work world, socially, just
Okay, in the work world from 18 to 26, did you manage or supervise anybody, or did you just have a job?
no,
Which one is it?
didn't manage nobody.
Okay, so you disagree with me. Go ahead.
Okay. So, so, so the thing is that people, it's not like, so lone wolves don't become lone wolves. People don't wake up in the morning and say like, okay, well, I'm just going to do stuff by myself. It's a reaction that they have to other people.
Hold on. Do we get to
It,
choose what happens to us?
no, we don't get, but see,
Hold on.
I'm
What do we
just,
get to choose?
we get to choose how we act.
Right. So being lone wolf is a reaction. It's not a reaction. It's a choice by
No,
logic. By logic, logically speaking, it's a choice.
you can say that it's a choice,
No, sir. No, sir.
but that
No, sir.
doesn't,
No, sir. No, sir. You just said it's a choice. You said becoming a lone wolf is a reaction. And I said, do we get to choose what happens to us? You said no. I said, what do we get to choose? You said how we respond. I said, so responding by becoming a lone wolf is a reaction or a choice? It's a choice. Logically, it's a choice. Simple logic.
but
Exactly, it is. And one thing that's important is you have to know that life is about people, regardless. Thinking you can sit here from the time you came out to the time you're going to leave this earth, there's only really going to be a short period of time in which you really do things for yourself. All the any other time or all the other times, life is going to be around people, whether it's your family, whether it's friends, co-workers. People are going to help you in life. Life is just about people. Even getting into the next, even pushing in your DNA to the next generation is going to be dependent on another person. Is going to be dependent on another person. So life is just about people. Period. You could be this lone wolf. You can grind. You can do all. Cool. Just know that it is truly a choice. And at the end of the day, it would circle you right back to people.
it's not simple logic
It's
because
simple logic.
we're
We don't,
over.
Galaxy, we do not argue, men do not argue simple logic. It's 2 + 2 is 4. Women argue logic. This is where you'll start getting in your feelings.
It's not in my
This is
feelings.
where you get in your
It's
feelings.
based on
This is
experience.
where you get in your feelings. Logic is not up for debate. 2 + 2 is 4.
Okay.
Reacting by becoming a lone
Okay.
wolf is a choice.
Okay. So you're just gonna act like that
No,
people.
I'm not going to act like anything. We're not going to move any
But
further.
that's the fact that people.
We're not going to
I'm
move any
not.
further.
I'm not.
We're
I'm
not,
not.
we're not going to move any further until we can agree that you can choose to react and become a lone wolf, but you also have to acknowledge it is a choice.
Sure.
Sure.
However.
There's no however, because like that's just like saying but, and that's just like saying fuck you. And that's like saying that's negates everything you previously said. Now you're in your feelings. Are we going to talk like men? Are we going to talk, or you want to do this in your feelings thing? Because if so, we can stop.
As men, we're mutually talking fact.
No, the fact of the matter is choosing to become a lone wolf is a choice that you can make.
From a response, yes.
That is, who gets to pick that response?
Other people. Because
How can other people pick your response?
it's not the response. It's the reaction
How
to
can
the
other
situation.
people pick your response, pick your emotion? You get to pick. You can choose to become a lone wolf or you can choose to not become a lone wolf. I mean, are we really arguing the point that you get to choose?
It's not what
It's
people
not?
choose. It's not. That's not what I'm arguing about.
Well, no, but that's the point we have to agree on, or else there's
But
nothing to go further.
well, I had a that's not what why I'm arguing about. Not arguing, but that's not why I'm stating my position about this. That's not. Okay, so aside from lone wolf, uh awkward people, socially awkward people, right? Socially awkward people have to be in social situations to change, right? When they choose to.
Is there a question there?
Yeah, there's a question there.
Please restate. I didn't understand.
When people who are socially awkward,
This guy, he sounds like one of them. But basically, all in all, he's just pretty much trying to say, well, if you are socially awkward, the only way you're going to get over that is by being in social situations to not be awkward. Or, well, if you do things socially and you end up socially awkward, it's because you was doing social things and that's then the response. Either way, foolish, right? Because if you know you have a problem, you can work on it yourself. Identifying it is step one. Two is going to seek the proper help. Or if you want to do it yourself, you work on it. You work on it. You don't just put yourself in the group of people and just say, well, hey guys, I'm socially awkward, so now I'm going to test on you guys. No, you don't have to necessarily go out and go do that. You can speak to people that's close to you. You can start off with people you're comfortable with. Speak to a friend on a video game like it sounds like he plays. There are many ways you can go about said situations and then gradually move it on.
choose to step out of their comfort zone, they have to be in social situations to do that, right?
You know, you don't have to do anything.
I'm confused
I am too.
because
I don't understand what you're asking. When socially awkward people choose to step out of their comfort zone, they have to be in social situations. Life
yeah,
is a so life is a social
change
life is a social life is a social situation.
more than what life provides, though.
Please get to the ultimate point. I got other people. You're
The
not making
ultimate
any
point,
you're not making any sense, and there are 473 people
the
listening. You're not making any sense.
the ultimate point is the cycle
Are you socially awkward?
repeats. The cycle
Are you
repeats.
socially awkward?
I never doubted. I said I
Okay.
was speaking from experience. I'm
Okay.
not
So you're
telling
socially
somebody.
awkward. And how do you think this conversation has flowed? Do you think there's been a flow or it's been disconnected and choppy?
I think there was a lot of questions asked.
I ask you, how do you think this conversation has flowed?
Should it be flowing?
You're unresponsive. I'm going to ask you again. How do you think this conversation has flowed? It has flowed.
Smooth as water.
All right. If you honestly believe it has flowed smooth as water, it explains why you're in the position you're in now.
No, it does not.
Yes, it honestly does.
No, it does
You're a
not.
socially awkward, sarcastic asshole, and that's cool. That's why no one likes you.
Well, it's different.
I don't.
Oh man, you listen. The women that Kevin spoke to, you were lucky. Let's say that to say the least. You were lucky, all right? Because the way he goes off on men is way, way harder than he would have going off on a woman. The women versus the men is night and day. I see the clear difference. Just by watching one video, I can tell the clear difference on how he speaks to women and how he speaks to men. Can't question that anymore.
I don't have that problem.
Okay, if I'm speaking from
I'm sitting here trying to talk to you, and I ask you a simple question, and you get defensive. Go back and look in the chat room. You may be a witty, funny person to yourself. I ask you simple, basic questions that you could not answer. We want to argue logic. And at the end of the day, you're the socially awkward one in college at 28 years old who can't even answer basic questions about who he is. And then I ask you to reframe a question 3 times and it still makes no sense. Interactions with human beings are not supposed to be this contentious. No one likes to sit around and deal with an asshole, especially an asshole who's socially awkward who thinks he's funny. That shit may work on with your action figures and your comic books, but it doesn't work in the world.
And it usually isn't, Mr. Samuels.
Well, let me ask you. So you've been socially awkward. How's your love life?
Those aren't the same.
How's your love life?
They're not.
Do you have a girl?
Well, I mean, they kind of do go hand in hand, right? Because we can just assume that if you're socially awkward, there's a good chance that you don't have a girlfriend. Because it would at least, it's possible, but again, highly unlikely. And that's the difference.
Girlfriend.
But you act like those are.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I'm not being defensive, but those.
Do you have a girlfriend? This is my show. I get to ask the questions. Do you have a girlfriend?
But you're asking that just.
I'm asking, do you have a girlfriend? So you don't have. So you're unresponsive. He has no girlfriend. Have you ever had a girlfriend?
Oh.
Okay. Are you currently sexually active, or have you ever been sexually active?
Yeah, great.
Excuse me?
You're using.
Are you a virgin? I asked these questions to everybody else before you.
Yes, but you do that.
No. I asked these questions to everyone else before you. Please answer the question. Are you a virgin or no? Yes or no?
Sure.
All right. You can either answer the question or you can leave.
Yes.
You're a virgin. All right. Is that something you're proud of?
I'm not proud of that.
Okay, well then, so what is your purpose for calling? Is it to debate with me about how there's nothing wrong and this is natural or normal, or that you need some help?
I didn't say that.
So what is your purpose of you being here? Do you need some help with something, or do you want to justify why you're here? I don't care if you're okay. If you're happy with your situation, knock yourself out. What's your point? What's your point?
My point is there's a cycle that continues.
Right.
And though a person,
and you get to pick it.
Yes, we can pick the.
You can pick it. You can be becoming a lone wolf. You can pick to break the cycle. You can pick to address your issues. I don't care about how you got where you got. I care about what you're doing about it.
But that matters because
No. See, that's the difference. It matters to you. To the rest of us in the world, we don't give a shit.
And why wouldn't it?
Because we don't have to care about why your shit is your shit. We got our own stuff. We don't have to worry. No. Let me explain something to you. People don't have to understand why you're fucked up. People only care about how you're fucked up affects them. Human beings are selfish. You know you're fucked up. I know I'm fucked up. It's our responsibility to address our issues. People who expect other people to make allowances for them, to accept them and say, well, he's fucked up. That's what your family does.
Let me give you a clue.
No, let me go ahead.
Nobody that.
Yeah, I'll give you a clue. I'm not going to argue with a socially awkward 28-year-old virgin who wants to tell me it's the world's problem. Knock yourself out, brother.
Oh man, I want everyone, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think about this interaction. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Turn on post notifications so you will be alerted when we upload more videos just like this one. What do you guys think about Kevin Samuels holding men accountable? Kind of funny to me. And I think that it's a complete different approach than how he treats the women. With the men, no sympathy. He doesn't care about any feelings. He's going to get on you and tell you the truth. Shout out to that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.